EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martich here with your outlook for June 1st, 2020, new month, and it is going to start off a little cooler than average. We're going to have high pressure that is going to be sitting right here over the Ohio Valley today, very broad high pressure, and it's going to be drifting offshore down in this direction to the south and east, and as it does so, it's going to change some things up a little bit once this gets offshore as we head to like the middle part of the week and then onward. Now, this high pressure is going to be control over weather today. This means partly to mostly sunny skies again today. And temperatures are going to be maybe a couple degrees warmer than they were yesterday. Most areas were generally in the mid to upper 60s and close to 70, not quite. But we have temperatures are going to get 70, 72-ish today for highs. A little bit warmer than what we saw on Sunday, but pretty much the same general idea here today with the with the sky condition. Humidity is still going to be on the lower side because winds are still coming out of the northwest as well. And then once we get into the overnight hours, we're going to have an increase in clouds ahead of our next little short wave that's moving from the northern Great Lakes down to the south and east. Could have a few showers with this coming through toward the evening. It looks like I'll get to the NAM here in a second, but then we'll have another round that comes through in the overnight hours, and you can see that trying to do that here. Before we get too far with that, I'll show you what the NAM high-res future simulated radar has for this evening. And when we start off here at 2 p.m. on Tuesday, and again, it's mostly cloudy here at this point, not overcast, but mostly cloudy. You have a few scattered showers that are going to make their way through the area. Actually, very isolated showers, hit or miss. In some areas, we'll get some showers as we get close to dinner time here, late afternoon, early evening hours, and then that will head off. And then again in the overnight hours, we'll have that system dropping south is going to give you another renewed chance of more scattered showers as opposed to isolated or stray during the day. So this is the second round that's going to come through. This is actually looking at just after midnight at this point. This is 05Z, so that's 1 o'clock in the morning. So this starts kind of late evening, mid to late evening. Actually, late evening. This is midnight. Here's 1, here's 2. Very quickly moves through during the overnight hours, and then that's it. So then we get to... then there's actually going to be a warm front boundary that's going to be pushed northward with this because this high pressure is not going to be offshore. So when that moves through, we're going to have another frontal boundary in the vicinity, but there's going to be a very sharp cutoff with temperatures that are summer-like to the south and still a repeat of what you saw Monday and Tuesday far to the north. And what I mean by that is here's your cutoff with the front draped somewhere over here like this. It's going to be very close, and wherever that sets up, north of that boundary, you're still getting 70s. There's a 74-degree reading right there in Towanda, Bradford County. Okay, but there's also near 90 down here in Philadelphia. So there's quite a contrast between these two, and on either side of this front, and it's not that far apart from each other. Of course, they're into the 90s down here in Northern Virginia. Parts of the Baltimore, Washington area will be above 90. Anywhere south of that front is where you get those really warm temperatures. So if you're somewhere in the middle here and hoping, like we have a very tough forecast here for places like, from Harrisburg over to the Lehigh Valley and into parts of northern New Jersey here along I-78. Does that front get north of there? And is it stay to the north, allow that the warmer temperatures to take place? Or are the models guessing wrong and it's going to be a little bit further south and you're stuck in the cooler temperatures? So there's a different a different opinion here, depending on what model you look at. With how it works out here on Wednesday. So I'm not totally sold that everywhere that you're going to have some drastic changes once we see where this front sets up and we get within 24 hours and you look at the local forecast for Wednesday, like, wait a minute, didn't it just say 88 a couple days ago for a high? And now it's saying 76? What happened? Well, that's why. It's all because of that frontal boundary being so close. So we'll see how that plays out. But it does look like late in the day you're going to have scattered showers and thunderstorms ahead of that frontal boundary. That is that same boundary I just showed you on that previous image of where that was. It is going to drift off to the south. And ahead of it, mainly for our southern areas, you're going to see some scattered thunderstorms later in the day on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, you're going to have the boundary still to the south. It's going to try to come back north as a warm front, but it won't happen on Thursday. It looks like Thursday is going to be a dry day, partly to mostly cloudy skies, we'll call it. Probably cloudy early, then mostly cloudy by the end of the day. And then this front is going to move back northward as a warm front overnight on Thursday night. And then you're going to have a repeat here on Friday with pretty much what we had here on, we're expecting on Wednesday, with partly cloudy skies to start and then scattered thunderstorms later in the day here on Friday that goes into the evening. And then looks like maybe some areas, especially our southeast areas on Saturday, might get, as a secondary cold front moves through, might get into a shower or a storm here Saturday. But some areas in the interior we're keeping just dry or mostly dry for Saturday right now, and partly cloudy. Temperatures are still going to be warm, generally Wednesday through Saturday this week, warmer as in warmer than average. And then once we get to Sunday, we'll go back down to near average with temperatures in the mid to upper 70s on the other side of that front. But we're looking at mostly sunny skies by the time we get to Sunday. I'm EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Marchus. That is your outlook for June 1st, 2020. Have a great Monday.